worth it?
You're still alive and Dillian's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead.
How does that make you feel? Do you remember the way he looked? Senua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world. He
You're in the
cared
wrong
in a way
world.
that nobody else did.
He's in the other world. The dark world.
Without you.
He saw who she could be.
He saw who she really was.
He saw the warrior.
Everything gets broken in the end.
You've killed him with your
There
love.
he is.
Where are you taking
He's
him?
up there. He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way. There is a way up there.
Find the way.
She can do it. You're nearly there.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
The most precious to you. You have no chance for love now.
Nobody will love you again.
Ever again.
You kill the things you love with your curse.
You kill the things that are most precious to you.
Dillian didn't deserve this.
You broke him. You killed him.
You couldn't see the darkness within you. Nobody will love you.
Can you remember what love feels like?
She should have listened to her father.
Why didn't she listen to her father?
She thought she could defy her.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies,
He didn't know.
here is a
He was
wand.
kind.
I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Do you know? Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillian's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead.
How does that make you feel?
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
You had that loved you.
You squashed it, strangled it, flattened it.
The curse cannot be undone. Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement.
Your curse.
An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, the future. Two realities tearing at her soul. She thought she had light within her when she was born.
She is pure darkness. Wasting your time.
You have no time for this. Speed.
These rooms mean nothing. It's all part of their game.
They've set your trials to distract you.
They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall.
What if these trials mean nothing?
Everything has broken, laughing at
Killed
you.
him with your love because he believed in you, said to Dillian.
That was Dillian, and you're letting this get in the way.
What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle? He was the only one that didn't mind the curse.
He loved her so much. What if they're all about wasting your time, just delaying minute by minute by minute? What does she think she's doing? You're special. She thinks she knows.
They mean nothing.
Do you remember special?
Waste of time.
It could all be a waste of her time.
The gods are just toying.
Playing,
What if the gods are laughing at her?
messing with her.
It wouldn't be this.
Be the first time.
Dillian undoes the curse.
What does it
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess.
He led you astray.
Should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
Why didn't you listen to him?
His love has tortured you, and it tortures me.
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the things she loves. She destroys the things she loves. He saw who she could be.
He saw who she really was.
He saw the warrior within. What if this is pointless?
What are you doing? Why did you think you could make
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down, and turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face, so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Dillian's in the tower.
He's there.
What happens to the things you love?
Dillian!
Be quick.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms,
She's not.
glad to see the world through his eyes.
She's steady. She can
Slowly,
do it, Senua.
the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Go to him. Go to him.
That's it. Quicker.
Quicker.
Be very, very careful.
You've come this far. Don't let him slip away.
It's a narrow, narrow bridge,
Go to him.
and there's a long way to fall. Where's he gone?
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the...
He's gone to the water.
He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world? You, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares. Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy.
They're taking your memories to torture you.
They're taking you from the inside.
You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears.
They're going to take everything.
They're not yours anymore.
They're going to take everything you have.
The memories of ghosts.
They belong to the gods, not to you.
They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul.
They want to crush it.
They think they want your body, they want your soul.
They want your mind, and they're going to take it.
The memories were yours, but they're the gods now.
Nothing is yours anymore.
It's disappearing with your memories.
The Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the Well of Wisdom. In blindness there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Where am I? I can't see. Who's there?
Can you hear me?
Dillian.
I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
A breeze.
Good. Then there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from.
Yes, you can.